Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and bots are out of control in Hearthstone. They currently represent over 50% of the player base in one format, at least by my estimation. They completely dominate the leaderboards in another format, and Blizzard has remained silent despite the fact that in-game reporting has been added to the game to outright report bots. We're gonna go into it, what I feel like Blizzard needs to do, at least speak up and do something about it, and we'll just go over how ridiculous it all is and why people are possibly doing it. Before we get into that though, I want to shout out Rarran. I was on Do You Know Hearthstone yesterday. It was posted. Check that out. I'll link it below. Go support Rarran. If you're somehow not one of the 10 people not sub to him, go drop him a sub. And well, if you feel like I've earned your subscription, you can always drop one over here as well. But regardless, just wanted to shout out video. It was a lot of fun to make, and thank you for Rarran for having me. So yeah, the bot situation is out of control, and I'm not talking about the bots that we went over a little bit ago in the most recent patch that talked about basically Blizzard themselves adding bots at low internal ratings, basically where if you're playing apprentice ranks or very low MMR like bronze 10 and you're just starting out, you might face bots by Blizzard. As it's noted, you shouldn't be affected upon leaving silver or gold ranks, and this is only in standard. And the modes we're about to talk about, we're not even talking about standard, and we're not even talking about the infamous roping bots in wild. I made a video with a very similar title over a year ago about odd warrior bots in wild, and well, that video didn't help, so I guess we're screwed on this one, but I gotta try at least. And yes, that still exists, but it seems like the most of them have moved on to a new mode. And even with the report feature out of the game, if I want to report Beard here, you know, that toxic arena streamer, I go select reason cheating, you go to next, you can report for botting, but it does not seem to be doing anything that I'm aware of. I have seen people get responses from Blizzard saying their reports of harassment and things like that have led to temporary bans. They are reading these reports, but with regards to botting, it seems like if anything is happening, it's very little and in silence. The mode I'm talking about though, in question that's basically over 50% botted, is Classic. We have been streaming Classic over on my stream, twitch.tv/Zeddy, hashtag cheap plug, and we're nearing Diamond. I have like a really low multiplier, and on our climb, I've been tracking how many bots have been facing. You can see on the top corner there during our games, we have suspected bots, and it's very easy to tell when they're a bot. First, there are two different styles of bots in Classic. You either have just your zoo bots, they just play zoo, and it's really easy to tell based on their attack animations. The ordering is always the same, but also when they play Elven Archers, they like to ping themselves in the face. Another easy way to tell if it's a bot is they will always just coin out a 2-drop. Almost always, no matter what deck they're playing, even against a rogue, where they'll coin a starving buzzard into a rogue's dagger. And it's a non-stop bot fiesta in Classic. And why do they do this? The main reason is the rewards track. You are just given XP based on time played, and you get more XP if you win. In particular with Zoobots, which if you take a look at my Classic record, it's almost 50% of my opponents are just Classic Zoobots, and the remainder, I forgot to mention, are just basic decks. People will just bot basic decks, have them play out the basic cards, win or lose or whatever. It doesn't cost them anything. They just put the bot out there and it'll play. Just for instance, I faced Voodoo Doctor Hunter, as well as like River Crocalus and Sentient Shieldmaster. They're all in this guy's deck and plays the same pattern every time they play out cards. It's the same person on like 24/7. They're just obvious bots. They're not real people. So they do this to get XP on the rewards track. They do it to farm their golden portraits, which if you get 500 or 1,000 wins with every hero, you get portraits, all of that. And it represents, at least when I've been playing ladder, it has represented over 50% of the player base. Classic by no means though is a very popular mode. It's been basically abandoned by Hearthstone since it's been implemented. We've seen no updates, nothing. And if you take a look at like the America server, there's only 500 people legend so far. On the Asia Pacific server, it's only 200 so far. And on EU, it's around 320. Ironically, it's more popular in the Americas than any server out there right now. But regardless, it just, for me, when I'm playing it, it's hard to get kind of invested in the mode when I'm just constantly facing bots. But at least the players on top of here, you can't bot your way to a higher rank. But where it's even worse, and we've talked about this before, and it's only getting getting worse is mercenaries. If you head into the fighting pit in mercenaries and you want to play PvP based matches, which I just never do, but if you choose to, you are going to be not only facing Blizzard bots, because Blizzard does bot at low ranks, but to avoid lower queue times. At high ranks, you're also going to face bots, especially in China, apparently, where it's even more out of control. As we covered last month, Mr. Awesome and Hanks were at over 100,000 MMR, basically double clear everyone else, which are likely other bots, but we already know that they systematically bot. And currently, again, this season, Mr. Awesome and Hanks at the top, more than double, almost double everybody else. And it appears there's other bots on the Asia Pacific server with this player over double everybody else, with the EU server apparently being the only one where you can have a real competitive experience, as they are relatively within each other. But as Zombies Go Nom Nom, he is a mercenaries content creator, mentioned on Twitter, a look at the current leaderboard for mercenaries in China, all bots already at the max rank cap. The fact Blizzard has known about this issue for months. I mean, we pointed this out about a month ago. Zombie's been pointing this out forever. We even talked about this over half a year ago in a video, that Blizzard's done nothing. They have done absolutely nothing and about the issue, and continues to do nothing is an insult for everyone who enjoys PvP. Do better at play Hearthstone. And yeah, if you blow this up, all these accounts are at 103,000. That's the same as what Mr. Awesome got to last season, and will get to at this point. And I agree, this is an insult. This is a paid mode, by the way. This is supposed to be a competitive mode. You can spend money on packs. When is this apparent that people are botting this? Should be a no-brainer. Step in. These are inhuman numbers to reach. And why are they doing it? Well, it's likely because you get rewards. You get coins for every win. For your rank, you get these rewards, and you also get daily rewards for wins. So they're probably farming coins, knowing finally, like a year later after Mercenaries launch, where there's gonna be an excess coin solution, and maybe they can farm those coins to get whatever. And in the day, they're probably farming XP on the rewards track as well. So I'm really sick of reporting on this, but it's something I feel like I have to do. I gotta try and do whatever voice I have, put pressure on Blizzard to not only fix the botting issue in Mercenaries, fix the botting issue in Classic, because it makes the mode feel cheap and hollow and empty. And I know they probably don't want to do that because the queue times are probably already bad, and they're just like, well, we'll let the bot and get away with it so the queue times are low. But at the end of the day, it makes your product look cheap. It takes the complete integrity out of your ladders if people are just botting to get higher ranks or to farm wins. And if you're going to implement a report feature that allows us to report people for botting, should you not act on it? What is the point of this being here other than it for being for show and saying, well, you know, we'll look into it, but they never do. These bots need to go. Blizzard needs to step up and, well, keep spamming those reports on those bots if you're facing one, because it's just not acceptable in my opinion, especially when they're dominating a ranked mode like they are in Mercenaries and just littering Classic and Wild all the time, making people's play experience just suck. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Share this video if you can. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.